So, are you down with GDP?
I am down with GDP.
Are you down with GDP?
Am I down with GDP? Well, as far as I know, GDP is gross domestic product.
Woo! Woo! Got it!
Perfect. What's going on, brother? You down with the GDP?
What's the GDP?
Are you down with GDP?
GDP, economy, GDP, economy. GDP, how can I explain it? I take you frame by frame it to have you all jumping, shouting, saying it. G is for global, D is for domestic, P is for product, but just in case you missed it, you think you understand GDP, get your facts straight. It's collectively what we as a country intake. There's many things that go into what we make, like buying televisions and having a steak. These things are called personal consumption, and this is only one of GDP's small functions. There's also all the things like equipment for production. Moving on to the next one, let's meet at the junction. Junction, let's meet at the junction. The government spends money on roads and stuff that lets us function. These investments are just an assumption of all the things the government buys for production. Moving to the next, let's see what we invest. Businesses buy equipment that lets them pass the test. All these things help GDP to not regress. Just listen up and I will tell you the rest. You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
Who down with GDP?
Every last one, man.
You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with GDP? You down with GDP? Moving on. Let's get to the next thing. Let's talk about the watch you got from Ukraine. It's all good to have yourself some bling bling. Hey, but there's just one more thing. That's right, you got yourself an import. But GDP is all about net export, not about how much we buy Gucci and Chanel from the lady in France, Mademoiselle, but how much we sell like other countries buying all of our cartons of Bluebell. All this adds up to our GDP, so the more we sell, the happier it will be. Don't double count though, we don't need it. We don't need goods and services that are immediate. The underground economy is always around, but not in GDP, so let's drop that for now. GDP includes the economy as a whole. It's not acting, but everybody still plays a role. So now that you got it down packed, and you know, let's keep our economy in an industrial flow. You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
Who down with GDP?
Every last lady.
You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with GDP?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with GDP? Who down with GDP? Let's count the real GDP and not the nominal, because we need to see how much we will grow. Yeah, we call it percentages and it changes every year, but it will continue to grow if we do not interfere. If we have more workers and a better education, we'll be better off to cope with the inflation. If prices gradually go up and the workforce goes down, then GDP took a hit and turned a smile into a frown. We'll get back on track, so do not fear. We are a country that will always persevere to be the best that we can be, so we can make a change in history. GDP, it's not that hard to understand, but to have the knowledge will make me a better man. So listen to me, this is my declaration. We'll persevere and grow as one nation to educate our youth, and one day you'll see we'll meet our goal of potential GDP. So clap your hands and follow me, cause I'm down with GDP. You down with GDP?